So I tried to do this yesterday, but a computerised voice decided to phone me and discuss the potential remuneration from the fictitious PPI claim that I could make. In their defence, how is a computer to know the best time to phone a complete stranger in regards to a work of absolute fiction? Tricky. So I did it yesterday, but it's wasted time, wasted effort, c'est la vie. And then I really wanted to do it the second I got in, because I was a bit, fucking come on! And then I had to put my washing away and make a coffee and eat loads of Weetabix, and I've been boxing. So a little bit subdued version of events, but what we're doing here is combining a thank you, a celebration, motivation, and then a little bit of a fucking whine into the same topic. I'm not going to explain it prior to exactly what each bit means, so I'll stop rambling. You'll do 20 fucking press-ups. I'll have a sip of coffee whilst you smash those out, my little warriors. And yeah, so I want to start by saying thanks to a few people. Why I'm saying thank you will become evident later on. But the big and the current thanks is to Russell. And then obviously down the training line of things, there's Paul Hill, Mark Smith, like a little ego rub. Dave, I don't know your surname, so I've always referred to you as Dave Oxford. I hope that's cool. John at the boxing club, don't know your surname either. I think that covers that. And then for the same reasons but not the same reasons, I guess I'd like to thank my dad and my stepmom. And yeah, so what I say, I'll start with thank you. I've done the thank you, which leads into the celebration. Well, I'm 2 weeks without tipple or smoke, feeling very good. And I just kind of, without I really don't want this to sound like a big ego worship or a selling of self, but and this isn't the motivational thing that's due later, but it falls into it as well. But it's important to just take a look at what's going on, and if it's good, fucking say it to yourself. Don't hide. Modesty is a wonderful thing, but sometimes I've got to stare at a camera knowing people are watching this and go, I wake up every day at 5:15 in the morning. At 5:45, I leave this room and I go to the gym. I train for an hour. Sometimes I train for 40 minutes. Depends on whether or not I'm going to have a sauna afterwards. And then I walk up a big fucking hill and I work an 8 to 10 hour day. It's a labouring job. It's a physical job. At the end of the day, after, a couple of tea breaks here and there and fucking 1 20-minute lunch break, which is basically eat your food then get back to work, I get dropped off at Z Steep Hill, walk down, walk into the gym, train again. I do that 5 days a week. Then we hit Saturday. Wake up in the morning, go boxing training, do the big shop, call it all home, talk to you about a load of stuff, walk into town, get the things I forgot because I'm pretty tired, then go to the gym, train, have a sauna, come home, cook a load of food, eat it, fall asleep, wake up on a Sunday, might do a long run, might wait till the afternoon and do a big gym session, then cook a week's worth of food, and we start again. And I keep doing that. And loads of people are just like, oh, you're mental, but what's really funny is, as a result, I feel really fucking good, really, really fucking good. I like swearing, fucking really good, I feel like a strong cunt, anyway, so yeah. So that's a celebration, that's part of it. We snuck some motivation in there, and then we move over to the actual motivation bit. So Oh, do I explain the thank yous yet? Nah, fucking leave you guessing on the thank yous. It's because you're all cunts. It's not because you're all cunts. Okay, so for a lot of you, I'm guessing at some point you have decided to join a gym. And the reasons for which you would decide to join a gym are because you may look at yourself in the mirror and you might go, who the fuck is this saggy cunt in front of me? Or you might wake up every day and contemplate throwing yourself off a bridge, or a much minor version of that, just whinging, moping about. Everything's the same, it's a constant fucking battle against nothing. You know. And then you go, I'll give the gym a go. You know, you're on the hunt. You're on the hunt for looking good and endorphins. You're going to hunt those fucking cunts down and make them work for you. Good shout, right? So upon joining the gym and walking into the gym for the first time, you are no doubt engulfed with a mindset, which is, I'm going to take control of my life and get fucking good. Yeah? I can't use Elliot Hulse's perfectly worded way of putting it because it's trademarked it. So I have to go for the slightly simpler version of, you're going to go get fucking good. Yeah? It will do for the purposes of explanation. So you walk into the gym and you're fucked. You're a mess. You are a walking mess. Either you are fucking mentally, your misery is going, oh, you can't do that, it's not what you do. Or your fucking out of shapeness is basically just your stomach's bouncing against your knees. You look horrible, you're sweating everywhere. But it's fine. The fact is, the thing that makes you beautiful in this moment is the fact that you've decided to go, hang on a second. Good. Well done. Fantastic. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is I went to the gym a few days ago and I train hard. Train very hard indeed. There are people out there who train harder, and as a general rule, I think the majority of people train nowhere near as hard, but that's fine, you know. I try and live outside of drawing comparisons. It's better for you that way. There you go. A free little snippet. You see how I do this? Like little sentences of advice are just thrown in. That is the strength of the ramble. 20 press-ups. Fucking you get stronger. You get free little quotations. Anyway, so, and I was in the gym. And I was looking around, you know. I don't look around in the gym. I'm not a gym looker. And if you have set time aside, which we all complain of not having enough, which is bullshit, by the way. If you set the time aside, like an hour in your day, which could be taken up with anything, yeah, you set that aside to train. You know, you set that aside to train because at one point you had this crazy moment where you looked at yourself in the mirror and you wept because you'd done nothing about the fact that, oh, if you eat loads of food and do nothing, you turn into a fat cunt. Surprise, surprise. And, you know, you're miserable as shit because, again, if you don't do anything, you close into this fucking ball and you become anxious and everything around you is terrifying. And so, you know, that was a powerful emotion. So why set an hour of your time aside to fucking walk on a treadmill while watching the television? Because it's obvious, isn't it? I don't need to explain where I'm coming from. Those people that I mentioned, apart from my dad, who obviously has no awareness that this is happening because he's fucking pretty dead, and my stepmom, who's not going to watch this, and if she did, would probably struggle with the angles I'm coming from. Not, you know, fucking, I have no bad blood though, if you are watching. Everything's cool, just a little bit fucking, I wouldn't do it. So yeah, everybody else though would just be like, they've probably got a smile on their face. They're like, what is the point of going, I am training, and blatantly not training? You are in the surrounding, yeah? The surroundings are there for you. You are dressed to the part. You have all it kind of like, it's a bit metaphorical for the whole idea of like people who wear armour. Like, you know, I've got tattoos on my arm and I've fucking shaved head of beard and I can pull off this fucking stare, you know, if I want to. I can fucking get in your face. But, like, at the end of the day, like, what happens when I take away that? You know, I can get more tattoos, I can work on my stare, I can fucking hit myself over the head with a bottle, get a few scars on there. But when all that armour disappears, what is there? And that what is there is what you need to build, because everything else, you know, is bullshit. And, you know, it goes into social situations as well. You know, you can wear all the clothes and you can be in the groups with, like, this is based on a conversation I had with a friend the other night. You know, you can wear the fucking cut-off denim jackets and the band tops, have the fucking piercings and the sleeve tattoos and the hand tattoos, and talk about cool shit. And that's all well and good, but, like, it's armour, it's protection, it keeps you in somewhere. And when that goes, what's left stood there? And I think, you know, I did it for 10 years, hands up, you know, we all do it. But, like, it takes a lot to be able to look at that character and just go, yeah, fucking hands up, I have nothing underneath this. So, swinging all the way back to standing in the gym, buy all the fucking equipment, get the membership, sign up for all the clubs, do them all. But, like, if that disappears, would you still be doing it? You know, it's not a fucking... You know, those endorphins come and the fucking physique comes from one very important thing. This is where the thank yous come in. All you people, Russell, Dave, John, Paul, Mark, fuck, there was another one. Shit. Sorry, you know, you're in there. It's alright. John, could have been John. And my dad and my stepmom have all taught me something. And apart from my dad and my stepmom, they all continue to teach other people, which is the physical benefits will happen. The mental reward, the conditioning of the brain is the true fucking gift of all of this. And that comes as a result of being pushed to a point where you naturally assume that your body is going to give in. But these people refuse to let you give in because they know, as well as I do now, that there is always more. And in finding that always more every time you train, that's when the fucking good shit starts happening. That's why I'm fucking smiling. That's why even when fucking, like, mini worlds start falling apart, it doesn't matter. Like, I can fucking get to breaking point and go further every single fucking time, because these wonderful fucking people who do this for other people they're on it, you know. I think my first introduction was Mark, and we started doing the one-on-ones, and, like, yeah, he fucking hit me hard, you know. And then when I got used to being hit hard, he fucking tricked me and then kicked me really hard. But that was it. Like, it wasn't very nice. Not very nice of him at all. One day, Mark, one day. But, like, he taught me, like, I can take pain. And once you know you can take pain, that's a good thing to know. And you move on from there. You know, like Paul just fucking, you know, probably the reason that I stopped consuming sugar, you know, just like, oh, it doesn't taste very nice. Fuck it, it's good for you though. Things that are good for you start tasting nice. You did more than that as well. And like Dave and the training with Dave, the whole Krav Maga system, you know, you took a fucking beating. And you came out of that with a smile on your face every time. And what were you learning? You were learning that every time you challenge yourself and you fucking carry on going to the point where you actually can't, not when you think you can't, you fucking grow inside. Huge, you grow massive. And then obviously to the boxing boys at the moment, you know, John, and then now Russell, it's the same thing, you know. Carry on going, there's more in you, you know. Oh, I'm pretty sure you've got another round in you, or you might just have another round in you, so we're going to do 3. That kind of shit. And you can. It's there. Just you need to shut this fucker off. So, condensing the last little bit of this, because I've probably gone on a little bit, is the fact that if you're going to train, quite simply, fucking train. Yeah? Because if you're going into the gym and standing on a treadmill to go for a walk whilst watching Who Wants to Be a Fucking Millionaire, then, A, that physical reward that you're there for is going to take forever. It's going to take fucking ages. Every time you go to the gym, make sure at one point you feel a little bit sick. I'm not asking you to throw up into a bucket and carry on. Just, you know, make sure that you've really pushed yourself. You know, make sure you've had a little moment where you're going, I can't do it, and make sure you find that voice in the back of the head that goes, you lazy fat cunt, yes you can, and do it. And it is that A, will speed up the physical change because you're working harder, and more importantly, as I get out of breath, fucking hell, I do ramble on 20 push-ups. I need some air. But the mental side of it, every time you do that, you know, not only are you increasing the amount of endorphins that are going to be rushing around you like little fucking happy sperm sacs of joy, you know, that it's going to be bigger, and you are learning that you have control over yourself. And this is a problem, you know. All these people, oh, but I can't do that, I can't do that. It's this, the emittance of control. And it's bullshit. You have it, it's there, just fucking take it. So anyway, so that's what. Go to the gym, train. Don't go to the gym to faggot about like a twat. You know, I'm not homophobic, it just sounds good. Makes a point. Anyway, so, and the little whine now at the end is going to be very quick. So, a lot of personal trainers, or touchy subject, isn't it? Fucking don't start on the personal trainers. But they give these people pieces of paper with numbers on them, and then they come back to the gym next time. They need to make sure that the pieces of number that appear on the next piece of paper are slightly higher than the pieces of number before. Therefore, you realise on this piece of paper that something's happening. They're basically turning you into a cog, a fucking cog, an exercise cog. You are a factory worker of your own body. It's factory. Yeah, kind of works. I'll work on it. And this is cool because people need pushing. People need to see progress on page. I've never done it, and you know I'd probably be twice the size if I did. But fuck it, doesn't matter. But what about personal trainers of the heart? What about personal trainers of the soul? What about personal trainers of fucking wisdom? What about personal trainers of staring inside yourself and seeing what fucking breaks you down and seeing what lifts you up? And what about personal trainers that teach you that when you're fucking on the way down, everything that comes into your head is going to be down? And the fact that the things that do pick you up are going to seem so impossible. The personal trainers that fucking tell you that all you have to do is go against the grain of your own deception once and you will fucking start winning again. You know, where are those personal trainers? Maybe, if you follow the numbers, which I've never done, eventually you realise it for yourself. I don't know. But basically, if I was your personal trainer, we would train for a while and then I'd sit down and talk to you over the coffee that I made you buy me. Guess I'm constantly broke. But it doesn't matter, I don't care. 5:15 in the morning, half an hour to get ready, 15 minutes to walk to the gym, train, sauna, walk up the hill, work, walk down the hill, gym, sauna, home, fall asleep, have to make dinner for the next day before I fall asleep, start again, keep doing it. Oh, that's no life to lead, when do you let go, where's your enjoyment? It's fucking everywhere. The enjoyment is fucking here right now. This is my little breather, having a little coffee, waiting for my Weetabix, and I'm going to go back into town and get some more coffee. Don't need any more Weetabix. 50% extra free, 72 for the price of 48. Morrison's, highly recommended. Then I'll probably go to the gym and do some deadlifts. And it's like, yeah, but when do you let your hair down? And, you know, when do you go out and meet people and get drunk and take loads of drugs, smoke loads of cigarettes? Well, I don't, because that presents me with a sense of not going anywhere. And that to me is miserable. The idea of going nowhere, of staying the same, of stunting, is disgusting. It's horrible. And I meet people who are happy in these situations, and there may be people watching now. You are fucking boring. Like, it's boring for you to listen to me. Of course it is, because what I'm saying is fucking alien and so self-centred, and it's not self-centred. This is me trying to fucking help people, generally trying to help people with my own experience, which I've learned from many other people's experience, thus meaning the chance of them being right are, you know, they're heightened, because A, I was one of you fucking do-nothing stagnant cunts before, and I met the people that learnt things that I'm now essentially just rewording for you, and I feel good as a result of it. So I'm going to put my hands up. I'm going to keep them down here actually, but in my head I'm putting my hands up, and I'm fucking right on this one, you know, just do it. Anyway, I have rambled. You have another 20 press-ups to do. I've got to crack on. Final words, clever little sayings, anecdotes. Anything funny happened? Found a dead pigeon at work the other day. Fucking like a fence had collapsed, kind of concertinaed its way down, and seemingly had taken out this pigeon, as the pigeon was dead and underneath the very end of the fence post. And I'm still trying to work out the flaw in the pigeon's psychological makeup that allowed it to have a fence post land on its head. So I thought they were pretty fast. Anyway, on that note, enjoy your weekend. Although by the time I get this up, it'll probably be done anyway. Cool. See you later, guys.